Yoshi Island 2 for the last couple of days, so I'm just going to get it finished. We've got part 3 and part 4 to get through, so hopefully I can get through that relatively swiftly. We'll see how swiftly I do it. There's one part that I always trip up on, so we'll see how I get on with that. But as you can see, 76% of the way through in just over 2 hours, so hopefully we should be there. So let's get this loaded.
Ah, LeChuck's crate of voodoo supplies.
You know, we usually don't deliver out this far, and...
You guys bucking for a tip?
Well, we figured since...
Well, you figured wrong. LeChuck don't tip nobody.
Gee.
What a butt.
So here we go. Guybrush has
Ick,
arrived
I hate snakes.
at LeChuck's fortress. So we're going to head straight across here and up this corridor, or even to that passage. So we've got the back tunnel, so every route goes the same way. If you remember, when Guybrush knocked himself out at a big tree on Booty Island, his parents came along and they sang a song. And that song is what's going to get us through this next part. Where's that written down? Is it going to be on there? Yes, it is. So we've got leg bone connected to the head, head connected to the hip for the first one. So we need the leg connected to the head, connected to the hip. So if we push that one, we'll go through here. Then we've got rib to arm to head. So rib to arm to head. Then we've got leg to hip to arm. So let's get that one pushed as well. And hopefully the next one we need is head, rib, hip. Head, rib, hip. So get that pushed, come through here. Now we're up to the huge door with massive locks. Try to open that, there's a smaller door. Come in here, there's the voodoo key to LeChuck's jail so that we can rescue Wally. But it's a trap!
Guybrush Threepwood, you have finally been caught. I have searched every island, sailed every sea, and now you are mine. What do you have to say for yourself? Largo,
Yes, sir, LeChuck, sir.
take Guybrush down to the torture chamber and get the machine set up.
Yes, sir.
The great machine.
You be in a heap of trouble, Guybrush Threepwood. Now that you are mine, you will pay for what you did to me.
Hey, what's a little root beer between friends?
Silence! There is only one thing more painful than being resurrected from the dead and crammed into a rotting body. Do you know what that is? It is what is about to happen to you.
Can't we talk this thing
Here
out?
comes the
You see
exposition
that
of the
candle
plan.
over there? When it burns through that rope, the bag will fall on the bellows. When it is compressed, it will shoot a single lead bullet, which will ricochet off that pan, then off the shield behind me, bounce off that other shield, finally striking the green balloon. When it pops, it will cause that lever to fall, releasing that ratchet on the chain wheel, and sending you down into the pit of acid.
Gee,
Do you know what happens next?
You
well,
die.
I will take your bones, still alive and in great pain, and make them into a chair. I will call it my screaming chair. Every morning I will sit in it and listen to you scream. Any questions?
Where's the bathroom?
Up the stairs and to the left, but you won't need it in a few minutes.
Have you ever tried conditioner on that beard?
No?
If this is 4 and this is 2, what's this?
I'm growing tired of your stupid questions. Prepare to die.
So ultimately, what we have to do is get that candle out.
He didn't say what he was going to do to me.
An ottoman comes to mind.
So what we have to do is use the green drink from our inventory. Where's the crazy straw gone? There's the crazy straw. So we now need to
Boy,
choose
this stuff makes my spit thick.
where we're going to spit. And we need to move this shield slightly. Obviously. But you'll notice that the shield moved.
Hey,
And I
watch
think
it
those
with
are
a
the two
stick.
that we have to do. And then if I spit on the shield one more time, that will then bounce off the pan and straight onto the candle, putting the lights out and getting us clear. I think I spent hours working out the right
What be
order of
going
doing
on
that
in
when I
here?
was younger.
Largo, relight the candle.
And the other option that you have,
Guybrush has
if you play on the
escaped.
easier setting,
Find them.
is you can just ask Wally if he's got any
I
bright
bet
ideas,
LeChuck is really cheesed
and
off
then all of
now.
a sudden he goes, well,
Yep.
I've got this,
Hey, Wally,
Yeah,
and then you're there.
where are we?
good question.
So, best thing to do if everywhere's dark is to
There's
open
some
the juju
stuff
bag.
in here. I think that these are matches, and this thing feels like a bomb.
So now, if we use the matches,
Holy skunk sweat! Ouch!
we can blow up LeChuck's fortress. And ourselves in the process. So that was part 3, which was incredibly quick. Dinky Island is where I tend to fall apart, just on the early part.
Hours later.
So, first thing we need to do is pick up the bottle. Pick up the bottle.
No, that's not right.
Pick up the martini glass.
No, that's not right.
Pick up the crowbar.
I want my granddaughter to marry a real
So,
man.
We can talk to Herman Toothrot, but that doesn't
I
help
want my
bring the story
granddaughter to marry
forwards
a
at
real
all.
man. Captain, not a
Open the
washout like
barrel.
you.
Hey, there's a cracker in here.
So we've got a cracker.
Holly wants a cracker.
What's going to happen
Holly wants a
is
cracker.
the parrot is going to tell us the way to get to the treasure.
Okay, let's go over it again, so no one
So we need
forgets
to,
where we
just
buried
like
the
with
treasure.
the monkey from the first game,
And
we've got to give it enough.
the pond to the dinosaur.
So each one
Holly
points to the
wants a
dinosaur,
cracker.
but there's 3 steps to it.
Holly wants a
So I
cracker.
think if we use the martini glass with the ocean,
Okay,
and then we
let's go
use
over it
a glass
again,
of water
so no one forgets where we
with the
buried
still.
the treasure.
we distill the
That
seawater.
seems to have gotten most of the salt out of it.
So
Go the heck with it.
next, we head towards, no, not the tree, the jungle. The jungle looks a good place to go. If we head just left here, and up a little bit more jungle, we will get to a point where there is a bag, and you will spend ages working out different
can't
ways
reach it.
of reaching the bag, and it'll turn out you need to do something that I forgot to do just now, which is head back to the beach. Because of all of the things that you have, there is nothing that could be used to open a bag that's hanging from a tree. So you have to use the bottle with the rock. And if we head back to the jungle, we can use that broken bottle to break open that bag. And as luck would have it, that bag contains some dehydrated crackers. So let's use our broken bottle with the bag. Pick that up, and now if we use the distilled water with the box, we suddenly have 2 crackers. We've got 2 more clues that we need to get. So we can head back to the beach and get told by the parrot the route to get to the treasure. Let's give a cracker to the parrot.
Head north from the dinosaur to the pile of rocks. Okay, let's go over it again, so no one forgets where we buried the treasure. Head due east from the rocks to the X.
So
Okay, let's go over it again, so no one forgets where we buried the treasure. Head due east from the rocks to the X.
Pretty Polly.
Okay, let's go over it one more time. Head
So,
due east
due east from the pond to the dinosaur.
Head north from the
North from the
to the
dinosaur.
pile of rocks. Head due east
And then east from the rocks.
to the X.
So here we are at the pond. Let's grab the rope first. And then we'll use the crowbar to get into the box.
Dynamite, just like it says on the side.
Get some dynamite. So due east from the pond to get to the dinosaur. Keep going east until we get to a dinosaur. And then it's north from the dinosaur until we get to the pile of rocks. So keep going north. We've got the pile of rocks, and now we'll go east to get to the X. So we've got a big X, but we don't have a shovel. But what we do have is some dynamite.
That's the last
matches.
match.
Then we'll use the lit dynamite with the big X, and we'll go and cower
I
in a
think a
corner.
shovel should be sufficient for this soft ground.
Oh, do I still have the shovel then? Yes, I do. I've jumped ahead.
I've hit cement.
Now we use the dynamite to get through the cement. Lucky the dynamite's got a very long fuse, clearly.
Great Scott! That came from the direction of Dinky Island. The idiot must be messing with my grandfather's treasure. Ugh, I'd better get over there.
So now we've got the treasure, but obviously
I can't reach that from
we
here.
can't reach it. So it's time for us to have a bit of an Indiana Jones moment.
There, I think that'll hold.
Use that with the twisted metal rods above us. And this brings us right back to where we were at the very start of the game. And I'm pretty sure Elaine will come down in a
And
second.
you showed up about 3 days later. Will you help me now?
Anything to shut you up. That has to have been the longest story I ever heard. Oh dear.
So now we are in a very dark room with not very much. But conveniently, there is a light switch. So let's turn that light switch on.
Ooh. Eek. Hello, Guybrush.
Hello, LeChuck.
You won't escape me this time.
Oh? Why do you say that?
Even if you were to escape, I would always be able to find you again. We are bound to one another.
Like dreadlocks?
Yes, rather like that. Or like brothers.
Huh?
I am your brother.
No. No.
Now for the Empire
That's
Strikes
not
Back
true!
reference.
That's impossible!
Search your feelings. You know it to be true.
No! No!
And I brought a little surprise for you.
I don't suppose it's a LucasArts game.
No.
So he's now got a voodoo doll of Guybrush.
What's with the big, sharp, deadly-looking pin?
It's an accessory for this voodoo doll, which I'll be using to torture you. And then send you screaming to another dimension, one of infinite pain. Observe.
Mama!
That was exhilarating. Let's have some more fun, shall we?
Please! No more!
Okay, time to send you screaming to a dimension of infinite pain.
And that dimension of infinite pain is...
Last, I'm rid of that pesky little wimp Guybrush.
the next room.
Hey, I'm alive!
Hey!
I thought I was a goner. Oops.
Strange. There must be something wrong with my voodoo doll. It was supposed to send you to another dimension, not the next room. Huh, shoddy materials, I'll bet. Well, I guess I'll just try it again.
No. That's okay.
So now the plan is to make a voodoo doll of our own to get back at the Chuck. So the things that we needed for a voodoo doll were something with the thread, something with the head, something with the body, something with the dead. And if we look at the dead remains,
Holy cow, these are my parents!
and the Chuck has said that they are that you are brothers. So to pick up one of their bones,
This looks loose.
we have something of the dead. Straight away,
Oh, there's stuff in it.
let's pick up the
It's
stuff.
a pair of surgical gloves.
We've got some surgical gloves, and if we open the medical drawer,
There's a syringe in here.
we've got a syringe. So we've got pins to use, and we've got surgical gloves, and we've got
Now you're gonna get it.
one part of the voodoo doll.
Let's discuss this like rational adults.
So let's start heading back that way to see what we can find in the other rooms. So in here, we've got a helium tank, a broken rock machine. So if we use the coin return, that'll make a coin fall on the floor. So one part that we need to do in a minute. Right, so we get control of Guybrush in a second.
Whoa, wait back.
So if we pull
What
the Chuck's
a
underwear,
find. Ah.
give him a big wedgie, but we now have something of the dead.
Hey,
That's right.
Guybrush, it's voodoo time.
So let's head back this way again. I think we've just been in that room, haven't we? Right, let's just open that drawer and see if there's anything in there.
Stuck.
Right, so nothing in there. We do need to go back in there in a little while, but we need something else first. So let's open the boxes.
Hey, there's only one balloon in here.
We'll have that balloon. And open that box, and I think we can get a doll. Oh no, we've got a bottle of root beer. So we'll open that box,
I'll just take one.
and we've got a doll. So let's see, is there anything else this way? No. Right.
Aha!
If we offer
Gotcha.
LeChuck a clean white hanky. Oh, damn it.
Hold on.
Right, let's try that side of it again then. The next thing we need to make sure we do. I've gone in the wrong room, haven't I? Yes, I have. So,
Now you're gonna get it.
let's give the clean white hanky to
Let's
LeChuck.
bury the hatchet. Are you sure you want to do this?
And I wasn't quick enough with it. But he's left us in the right room. So, if we now use the balloon, with the helium tank, use the surgical gloves with the helium tank, the reason we need the helium is because for part of this we need to use the elevator, but there isn't enough. We're too heavy to use the elevator unless we have those. So if I push the call button, go straight into the elevator.
Hey, Guybrush.
What I can do
It's voodoo
is push the lever,
time. Hey.
and now we've got a segment of LeChuck's beard. So pick that up, and if we were to open this door,
This
we get to
is
go
hauntingly
to a
familiar.
bit of Melee Island. So it's that confusion of, is it Melee Island or is it Dinky Island, which is where we thought we were. So let's see
Hey,
if we can
Guybrush.
get the
It's
hanky,
voodoo time.
hanky to LeChuck.
Here, try this.
So now we have part of LeChuck's body.
Now, isn't that better? Ah.
So what we need to do now
It's
is use the
open.
Juju bag, use the skull with the Juju
Well,
bag,
that's one ingredient.
use the underwear with the
That's
Juju
two
bag,
ingredients.
put the doll in
That's
the
two
Juju bag,
ingredients in the doll.
use the crispy beard bits in there. So now all we need to do is add the
Guybrush.
hanky,
It's voodoo time.
and then we can make our own voodoo doll of LeChuck.
Let's not be hasty. You're upset.
So let's get the crisp white hanky.
That's
Into
three
the Juju
ingredients
bag?
and the doll.
Hey, Guybrush.
That should be 4
It's
ingredients now.
Voodoo time.
I know you're upset. There's no need for violence.
Hey, Guybrush.
It's got some stuff in it. A doll, some underwear, a bone, a used hanky. Hold on.
Oh, the crispy beard bits didn't go in.
Let's discuss this, like crashing on the dough.
Right. At least we now know what we need to add. So, if
Hey, Guybrush.
use the
It's
beard bits
voodoo
with
time.
the Juju bag. So we now have
Okay,
our own
brother, watch
voodoo
out,
doll.
because I've got my own doll now.
Oh,
So we can
that's
now
pretty
do that
good,
back to
Guybrush,
LeChuck.
but not good enough to stop me.
So now we can chase LeChuck. Because we're not scared of him anymore.
Hey? Oh, it's you. What, that again? Ooh, look at me quaking in me booties. I laugh at you and your puny voodoo tinkerings. Nah, I can take it. You don't scare me.
You know, this doll reminds me of the stretchy muscle man I had as a kid.
No! You'll have to do better than that. Stab the doll again.
Take this, LeChuck!
You don't scare me.
I wonder what would happen if I tore the leg off this thing.
No!
And there's Walt to just help us tidy up a little bit.
What?
Come over here.
No way. I'm not that stupid.
But I want you to take my mask off. See the true face of your brother.
Oh, all right. I'm coming over.
So it's another Star Wars reference.
Gently now. Remove my mask.
My God, you're my creepy brother Chucky.
What? Did you think I was kidding before?
How come you hate me as much as you obviously do?
Well, you remember the time you broke my Junior Ultra Soldier Commando assault vehicle?
Do you really think a truck is more important than your own brother?
It wasn't a truck. It was a Junior Ultra Soldier Commando assault vehicle. Look, Guybrush, could you help me out? Stick the leg back on the doll, okay?
Will you promise not to hold me down and spit on me anymore?
All right, I promise. Anything, just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids! You're not supposed to be in here.
Ah, so there you are.
So all of a sudden we are on what looks like Boosie Island, but it's a theme park, and we're kids.
What is this place?
Well, it's not the Screamin' Weenie Hut where we told you to meet us. Your mother and I were very concerned.
Thank you for hunting down your brother like we asked, Chucky dear.
You boys didn't get in any trouble now, did you?
No, sir.
Good.
I wish you wouldn't run off like that, young man. We were worried sick. You don't know what kinds of murderers and ne'er-do-wells might be hanging around a place like this.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, a mighty pirate. I don't have to worry about stuff like that.
Of course, dear. But please be careful.
Well, come on then. Let's go ride the madly rotating Buccaneer.
Yeah.
Then we get the shock ending. So it just raises the question of, is it really a theme park, or is it something that the Chucks put in place to trick Guybrush? Going on from here, there are two different versions of the story. We've got one that goes on in Curse of Monkey Island. But then we've also got Return to Monkey Island, which was made a lot more recently. But that is more of Ron Gilbert's vision for what happened. So there's a choice of where I go next in terms of playing through Monkey Island. But this is my annual playthrough of Monkey Island 1 and 2 complete for this year. Thank you to anyone who's been watching, and hopefully I'll be able to do a few more playthroughs like this in the near future. But in the meantime, thanks again for coming and watching me, and goodbye.